You can live a perfectly normal life. You work, you handle your responsibilities, you do everything right, and still feel completely empty inside. Not because something is wrong with you, but because you're living on autopilot. The most dangerous thing about autopilot is that it doesn't look like a disaster. It looks like just life. If you often catch yourself thinking, the days are flying by, there's no real joy, everything feels kind of gray. You're living, but you don't actually feel alive. Stay until the end of this video, because right now, we're going to break down why autopilot kills passion, curiosity, and the desire to live, and what you can do about it. Living on autopilot is when you go through your daily actions without actually being present. You react automatically. You do things because you have to, not because you want to. Your day feels predictable from start to finish. Wake up, work, chores, exhaustion, sleep, and then it repeats. The real problem isn't the routine. The problem is not being here, not being present. You're stuck in your head, in to-do lists, waiting for the weekend or dreaming of someday. Life happens around you, and you feel like a spectator, not a participant. Autopilot robs you of choice. You're alive, but you don't really feel alive. Days start blending together, and the little joys slowly fade. And here's the thing. It happens quietly. No alarms, no disasters. You barely notice how much contact you've lost with yourself and what truly matters to you. A clear sign of autopilot? Those tiny moments of happiness, laughter, curiosity, wonder, start disappearing. If you notice your day is over and you didn't really feel it, that's a signal. It's time to bring awareness back. Here's the harsh truth. Living on autopilot doesn't just make your days boring. It slowly kills your passion. Passion, excitement, curiosity. They only exist where there's presence, where you actually notice life happening. Autopilot kicks in when your brain and body are overloaded. Too many responsibilities. Constant pressure. Not enough joy. Living for everyone else instead of yourself. In autopilot mode, your brain thinks, our job is to survive, not to feel. And this is exactly why. Your inspiration disappears. Your fire fades. Even the things you used to love feel flat. It's not that you've lost passion. You've just disconnected from life to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Here's how it works in practice. Imagine your morning. You wake up, grab your phone, scroll, check emails. Think about all the things you have to do today. Before your feet even touch the floor, your nervous system is already in survival mode. You're not awake. You're just reacting. Autopilot steals your energy because it keeps your mind focused on threats and obligations instead of experiences. It's why you feel drained by noon, even if nothing major happened. It's why life starts feeling heavy, gray, and meaningless. The subtlety is what makes it dangerous. It doesn't feel like a crisis. It feels like just life. Days blend into weeks, weeks into months, and suddenly you wake up and wonder, when did my life stop feeling alive? Recognizing autopilot is the first step. Do you often feel like your days pass without you noticing? Are you doing things automatically, barely aware of them? Do you look back on your day and realize you didn't really feel anything? If yes, that's your wake-up call. The good news. Passion is still there. It's not gone. It's waiting for you to turn your attention back, to reconnect with life in small, real moments. In the next block, we'll dive into how to spot when you're on autopilot in real time, and how to start breaking free without overhauling your whole life. Because here's the secret. You don't need to quit your job, move, or change everything. You just need to wake up within your own life. Here's the reality. Most people live on autopilot without realizing it. It's subtle, sneaky, quiet, but there are clear signs. You go through routines without remembering doing them. You eat without tasting your food. You scroll through your phone or social media mindlessly. You spend your day waiting for something, the weekend, vacation, or someday. You rarely ask yourself, how do I actually feel right now? If this sounds familiar, you're on autopilot, and that's okay. It's not laziness or weakness. It's your brain protecting you from overstimulation and stress. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Before you try to fix anything, you need to notice what's happening. Here's a simple exercise you can do right now, even in the middle of your day. Pause for 5 seconds. Stop. Just breathe. Ask yourself, am I reacting automatically, or am I choosing this moment? Observe your body. Tight shoulders, shallow breathing, racing thoughts. Just notice. Don't try to change it yet. This tiny interruption is powerful. It signals to your nervous system, I'm not trapped. I have a choice. The magic happens when you start doing this repeatedly. Every little pause pulls you out of autopilot and back into presence. You start noticing sensations, thoughts, feelings, and even small joys that were invisible before. Next, begin micro-experiments. Walk slower and really feel your steps. Taste your coffee or food fully, without distraction. Look around your environment as if you're seeing it for the first time. Ask, what am I really feeling in this moment? These tiny, intentional acts gradually wake you up from autopilot. Here's the key. You don't need a dramatic life overhaul. You don't need to quit your job or change your schedule. All you need is to turn your attention back to yourself, moment by moment. In the next block, we'll explore how to revive your passion fully, how to reconnect with what excites you, and how to make life feel alive again. Because the truth is, passion never disappeared. You just forgot how to meet life fully awake. Once you've noticed you're on autopilot, the next step is reviving your passion. Not through big dramatic changes, not by overhauling your life, but through tiny intentional actions that reconnect you with the present. Here's the truth. Passion is not something you find. It's something you experience moment by moment. It comes from curiosity, engagement, and noticing life as it is. Start small. Start simple. Step 1. Micro moments of awareness. Pick one ordinary action in your day and fully immerse yourself in it. Drink your morning coffee and notice the aroma, warmth, and taste. Take a shower and feel the water on your skin. Walk outside and pay attention to the sounds, smells, and colors. These micro moments remind your brain, life is happening now. And when your nervous system gets this signal, you shift from autopilot to presence. Step 2. Ask curious questions. Every day, notice at least one moment that sparks curiosity. Ask yourself, what is actually happening here? How does this feel? What am I noticing that I didn't notice yesterday? Curiosity activates the player mode in your brain, the part of you that explores and engages instead of just surviving. Step 3. Notice your reactions. When something frustrates or irritates you, don't push it away. Instead, ask, why am I reacting this way? This turns irritation into information and automatic reactions into choice. Step 4. Reconnect with joy. Start small. Listen to a song that makes you feel alive. Spend 2 minutes laughing or smiling intentionally. Look around and appreciate something simple. Sunlight, a pet, a leaf blowing in the wind. The key is repetition. The more you practice micro-presence, the easier it becomes to feel engaged and alive throughout the day. Step 5. Build momentum. Once these small practices feel natural, you'll notice something incredible. Life starts to feel richer. Motivation comes naturally. Even ordinary moments feel meaningful. Passion isn't a big event. It's a state you return to over and over again, consciously choosing presence instead of autopilot. In the next block, we'll go deeper. How to protect this state under stress and carry it into a full day, even when life gets messy. Because the real magic is not just noticing life, but living it fully, every single day. Here's the thing. Life loses its spark when we stop playing. Autopilot doesn't just make your days boring, it makes them mechanical. You go through routines, check boxes, follow shoulds, and forget you're the player. The player mindset isn't about being reckless or irresponsible. It's about remembering a simple truth. You are not here just to survive. You're here to participate. A player doesn't ask, "How do I get through this faster? How do I get through this faster?" A player asks, "What's happening right now? What can I notice? What can I try?" When you were a kid, life felt intense. Not because it was easy, but because you were fully inside it. No motivation needed. No purpose statement. You were just responding to what was alive in the moment. To switch back to player mode, you don't need to change your life. You need to change how you meet it. Here's a simple shift to start. Treat your reactions as data, not failures. Something irritates you? That's interesting. You feel resistance? That's information. You want to escape? That's a signal. Instead of judging yourself, get curious. Why am I reacting this way? What part of me is activated? What am I protecting? This instantly moves you from victim mode to player mode. Players explore, they test, they adapt. And here's the paradox. When life becomes a game, it actually gets deeper, not shallower. You feel more. You notice more. You're more present. The heaviness lifts, not because your problems disappear, but because you're no longer crushed by them. Your fire returns, not as pressure, not as "I must do more," but as a quiet inner yes to being alive. The next block will show you how to anchor this mindset so it doesn't fade, and how to carry this energy through your whole day, even under stress. Because the real magic is not just noticing life, it's playing it fully every single day. By now, you've noticed Autopilot, started reconnecting with presence, and even switched on your player mode. But here's the truth. Noticing it once isn't enough. Life will pull you back into routine if you don't anchor this state. Anchoring doesn't mean forcing motivation or pretending to feel excited. It means creating simple, repeatable habits that bring you back to presence and engagement. What's the opportunity here? How can I play this situation differently? What can I learn or explore in this moment? This turns pressure into curiosity and stress into action. Step 3. Capture tiny wins. Celebrate micro moments of awareness. A deep breath, a genuine laugh, noticing something beautiful. These tiny victories remind your brain, I'm alive, I'm engaged, I have choice. Step 4. Protect your state. Set up gentle reminders throughout your day. A sticky note, a phone alert, a brief morning ritual. Anything that pulls you back into the present and reconnects you with your player mindset. Step 5. Make it automatic. The goal isn't to be mindful every second. It's to have repeated touch points that naturally bring you out of autopilot. Over time, being present becomes your default. Here's the bottom line. Passion isn't something you find in the future. It's not hidden in your next vacation or career change. It's already here, in the ordinary moments, if you choose to notice and engage. Autopilot isn't your enemy. It's a sign you've forgotten how to meet life fully. By anchoring these micro moments, treating life as a game, and protecting your state, you turn ordinary days into living, breathing experiences. And once you feel that energy and curiosity consistently, you're no longer just surviving. You're playing the game of life with fire, presence, and passion.